Alright. We're getting close to the end. Let's see if we remember what we did yesterday. See if our mind-body connection is still there. We'll skip the 120 today. I also gotta dispose of this gum at some point. All right, day 22 of our structured 30-day program. All right. A lot harder than it feels. Our baseline tapping is much lower than I want it to be. I guess we have to start very low. We definitely have to start with that. We even had a finger lock there. Just couldn't move my hands after like 50 seconds. I couldn't move my fingers anymore. So tense. Finger locks. Okay. A little bit better. Slightly. One finger lock, I guess. And the first 2 or 3, it really felt like there was something wrong with my wrist. Just gotta keep faith in the process. The process. My hand locked up a couple times already. And the way I well, that's fair. I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, how does your routine? How's your routine like when you go about your business each day? I'm a very routine kind of person. This is part of my morning routine, my wake up routine. I ran a mile earlier today, as per usual. I think we're getting close to the 2-month period. So it's 54 miles. 6 days from the day number 60. That's sufficient. That's a pretty decent routine. Routines don't necessarily have to be structured. You know, being human is nice because you can intuit a feeling, an intuition, as opposed to having structure. The thing that I'm doing now is a structured program. It's something that it's experimental, and in order to provide adequate feedback, I give myself a structured way of making it a lot easier to parse the meaning, the value of the things. So it's just my routines are still, I go out, I run, but I fill it out, right? If I'm feeling good, I'll increase my pace. If I'm feeling a little down, there's still a lot of intuition in it. But yeah, not necessarily like a scripting routine. I guess a lot of times that word makes you think of like a JavaScript or Python script where it's looping through a very specific routine. Used to be stuck in I see, I forgot what that is. My son like add too many things. Farming loop. Okay. uh Son, I gave son access to the 7 TV emotes, so like a lot, some of the common words turn out to be emotes. Just the way of life, I suppose. Yeah, that's why it shows that it's a farm map. I that thing is moving so fast, I don't even feel like that's a farm map to me, but you know, I have to check what the word is underneath. I enjoy doing this all the time, so I understand and can appreciate how being consistent, structured, and disciplined is something that may feel to many who don't do it very often, requiring a lot of dedication. But a lot of times, this is my wheelhouse. I am a vigorous bootstrapper. There aren't too many things now that I do that are very dynamic, because the dynamic, holistic approach tends to be very messy. They tend to be very interpretive, and I already do that all the time when I'm talking to other people. So to take a break from intuitive, holistic speech, logic, and whatnot. This is very cathartic for me. It's kind of like meditating or knitting, something to break from the complexity and dynamics of human thought. Because humans do be very dynamic. And this is not dynamic. It helps you focus and calm your mind, your racing mind. Doing something repetitively can be very soothing. And then I'm making it meaningful, or like I'm trying to extract even more value from it. Tuning takes a long time. A lot longer than I would like it to be. I think this is going to be the natural state for now. What are your plans today? What's on your mind? Not sure. Just play fun maps and see where it goes from there. That's fair. Vibe. I see. Gotta vibe it out. Definitely would be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about a bunch of things when I was doing that last one just now. Oh yeah? Well, it won't be for another 8 days. Yeah, it just... These things take time. 30 days mean 30 days. I think we're at like a speed threshold here. But we'll loosen up a little bit more here. I haven't played a ranked map since. So it's been 22 days since I've played a ranked map. I was trying to get tighter there. Early spacing rust. When my aim deteriorate, so I've come to the conclusion my aim wasn't the weakest link. It excelled exceptionally. So even if it deteriorates by half, it would still be bottlenecked by my tapping consistency. So I wouldn't be scared at all. Considering that my aim has plateaued because of the bottleneck from my tapping accuracy, I wouldn't be able to notice if my aim deteriorated at all. It's like the limiting factor, right? So if you want to run longer distance, but your form is keeping you from running longer distance, your distance could be way beyond your bottleneck. So after 3 years of playing, my aim and my reading ability for this game has been basically gatekept by what I'm practicing now. So even if it deteriorates all the way back to, if I remove all 3 years, the progress I gain from understanding and working on my bottleneck, reconditioning is a lot easier, and retraining is a lot easier for an experienced player. We talked about this kind of, the whole stamina technique thing. So aim is a component that I use a lot. The dexterity in my right hand is far exceeding the dexterity in my left hand. So I largely have no fear that I would have gained more on my left hand than I would lose on my right hand. I might even go as far as saying my right hand probably deteriorated insignificantly because of how dominant my right hand is for dexterity. The way it is. Just you're exchanging I'm very happy to give up any diminished returns or dexterity loss in my right hand for my left hand to balance out the bottleneck. It'll probably take maybe 2 or 3 days of normal play to be back on my right hand. And at the moment, it might not seem like I'm doing very little aiming, but I have some things that I must improve about my aiming that actually deals with the visualization of triples. And in terms of reading, I do not play maps in this AR range ever. So I'm normalizing the visual timing of the AR with this. Most of these maps have stats that I'm not used to. Like the profile of the map, these types of parameters are something that's outside my normal play as well. Things that are within my comfort zone that would take less time to retrain. So no, I'm not scared, but yes, I am aware that it would deteriorate. Aim would go down. So yes to that, but I've considered most of these things, so I don't really feel anything about it. Not particularly. I'm trying to get it tighter and tighter. It is never winter day after my practice. But yesterday I found out how I'm getting the spacing down, so now I'm really focused on getting the spacing down. They have to be quality triples. It's getting tighter over time, but it's also a lot more stamina heavy. My forearm is burning in a way that it's the normal way now. Yesterday I found out what I started not doing, and it was great. So now I can get that. That can be it, Kyrios. So here, I'm doing pretty alright. I'm in my early routine right now. So nothing too dynamic has happened. How are you? What's on your mind? I still got like 30 minutes, 30-ish minutes to remember this thing that I remembered yesterday, or I found out yesterday. And I have to train it into my head right now with my arm. Oh, that's unfortunate. We could do some solo queues. Alright, I narrowed it down near the end. I just gotta visualize the fingers while feeling it out. That's a lot harder to maintain, that's for sure. To tap it that way? No, the only way is I have to be able to do it while being looser. It burns like a lot. But it's the way to be more consistent about this. It's difficult to tell what I'm doing because it's more of a... It's hard to explain. It's a mind-body connection that I'm looking for. I'm effectively tapping differently. There's no way of visually or mentally explaining how it's different at the moment. Other than saying I can literally, when I'm playing, I'm not paying attention to what is in front of me. I am visualizing that my middle finger and my index finger are moving. So I'm really picturing what my hand looks like right now when I'm doing it. And then I'm matching it with the feeling that's hitting the button. So whatever's in the middle, I'm not really paying attention to. Whatever's on screen is not what I'm paying attention to at the moment. It's kind of like when you do a bicep curl, right? You're lifting a bicep curl and you're not really, you're typically, if you're really focused on where the engagement is when you're doing a bicep curl, you're staring at something, but your eyes are not really actually seeing what's in front of you. You're actually trying to figure out. Oh yeah? How was it? Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm feeling out my fingers. I'm like picturing in my head, alright, my middle finger is on this circle. So I'm going back and forth. And eventually you narrowed it in. And the UR gets compressed. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Yesterday right here is when it clicked for me. I was like, I stopped doing something a bit ago. And I didn't know what I stopped doing. Because I was feeling pressure along like the backside of my my forearm, which is pretty normal earlier on, and then the last couple days outside of yesterday, I didn't feel the same pressure anymore. So I'm not engaging a part of my chain that makes me accurate or more accurate. So I was trying to figure it out, and yesterday it clicked, and now I'm trying to remember it as much as I can from yesterday's thing. Alright, it's tighter, but oh man, my hands are really stiff right now. It is so stiff. Yeah, so I want to see striations. Even if it's like really noisy, if the lines are really never overlapping, that's a problem. It means like I'm being too loose. But when it's tight, if it's not on time, you will have striations. You would have the space. But what it shows is that I'm consistently spacing them. So I want to see dark, different bands. If I'm perfect, it would be one band, right? But that's unlikely because I'm having stamina issues. So, but I want to see darker bands, more overlapping bands. It tells me that my fingers are tapping consistently on the same. They might not be accurate, but at least they're precise. So I'm trying to continuously improve the precision of my finger movement. And eventually I can alter the timing with more practice. But before, when I was playing, it's everywhere. It's just scattered. It's like a diffuse shifting back and forth. That shows that my hands are not precise, let alone accurate. I can't aim for accuracy if my hands aren't precise in repeating either the same error or the same mistiming. So I was really focusing on just, hey, it doesn't matter what the feedback is on your game, your aim, etc. Just tap the same thing as closely, repetitiously as possible. If it's off time, it will be precisely off time. So the more dense the things are, the better. Even if they're spaced out or striated. Because you can get away with noise. Like, because of the way this game works, the OD complements the noise. But I'm trying to reduce the noise as much as I can. And it makes my arms so tense trying to do that consciously. Eventually you can loosen up. When you get your precision down. I am not a precise player, and that's the weakest part of my game. So I'm trying to increase precision. Dang it. I'm having stamina issues. Yeah, see, I can't even put an extra beat space between that accurately. Yeah, I have a stamina issue for a while there. Yeah, we almost crossed 98 yesterday. Did we cross 98 here? No, we didn't cross 98. We kinda almost crossed. We were close to crossing 98 again. By the time we got here, we were too exhausted. Focusing on this thing. It's tough. It's tough, but we'll get there. And then I can rest after 30 days. Ooh, that's gonna feel great. My middle finger is stopping. It's not releasing anymore. I try to use the reverse order. Used my index finger as the first tap. Didn't really quite work out. For like 40 seconds there, the timing kind of clicked when I was going back and forth away. It's okay. It's okay. I'm far more exhausted today than I would like to be. When the weights come off, though, it's gonna be... The closer we get to day 30, the closer I feel great about just resting. Just rest for 3 days and play normal play ranked maps. It's gonna feel like there are going to be very few things that are more difficult than what I'm doing right now. So it's going to feel psychologically lifting. I do this. This is how I gain perspective most of the time. Whenever I strap down, every month I tend to pick something that I rigorously avoid, maybe out of habit or just underperform, and you spend 30 days just working on it. You learn to appreciate the technicalities. You kind of develop a passion for something that you dislike or feel like you're not very great at, be it scheduling, motivation, etc. And in a moment you lift that, you gain all the values of that, and it increases your toolkit. In addition though, once you get back to your other routines, you have this perspective. You just know, like, now everything that you really enjoyed intrinsically, that are both fun and challenging, become even heightened, like farther heightened. And I am looking forward to that. But for now, we still got 8 days to go. So it'll pay off both mentally and physically. I see some striations in that, but it's still quite noisy. My UR bar. We were getting closer. That was pretty tight. Not like tight as a euphemism, but it got tighter as we were going. This is probably the most comfort zone one because of the spacing. The beat is closer together. I expended a lot less stamina here. If I had to talk about stamina, like how much is it taxing? 10 being a lot, 1 being not at all. This is more of a 6. This is like an 8. And this is like a 3. So they're not all quite treated equal, and I'm trying to frame them in my way of timing, just to figure out it's not necessarily linear in terms of BPM. But you would think naturally deconstructed, a faster BPM would be more taxing on stamina, but there's very specific other things I can't account for. So right now, this feels a lot less than this. And it can be due to conditioning from the 3 years of playing. Let's do this one more time. This felt really, really great. I almost feel like I can cross the 98 mark. I could be too tired though. Oops. I couldn't get it. But I lost the spacing, and then I was trying to get it back, and I was just off time the entire time. My stamina kind of failed me. Alright. I mean, 97.8. We'll take it. And then this is where I leave it. This is probably going to drain everything else, and then we're gonna switch to Neverwinter. Maybe 1 or 2 goes before my arm gives up. We'll do a quick cooldown as well, to make sure I'm alternating properly. I miss timing. So much stamina problems. So much stamina problems. Man, that was like willpower stuff. Too much willpower required. And there were only, I would say, 3 or 4 periods of 15 seconds that I felt I was actually on time. It takes so long to adjust to the BPM thing. I have to play something at least twice. But I don't think I have enough I don't think I have enough stamina to have the luxury of playing it twice. To the end. Let's see if we can get like 30-second period. Maybe something longer that feels like it's on time. There are only 4 instances in that whole 4 minutes and 42 seconds that was on time. I wish I had the stam. It was in the beginning it was fine. It was a little bit messy, but we can see where the timing is. My middle finger isn't lifting anymore. We're gonna give it one more try. Did we complete yesterday's? It was 94 yesterday. Must have ran out of stamina near the end. Around stamina, but we had like a 30-second period. That was on time. I know what I'm looking for. Maybe we should also check 185 quickly. Yeah, it's where my stamina feels. Early on, we're kind of on time. The middle finger returning for the end of the triple was a little delayed. And then we're just gonna test if we can have on-time thing to make sure that our dexterity is intact. Because it's been a really long time since we did these. Only for like 5 seconds. It's fine. We'll try our best in the next like 7 days, but I think the fatigue has caught up to me for a while now. Alright, quick cooldowns. Let's do quick cooldowns. Maybe this is a safe cooldown. Yeah, see, I'm galloping. When I'm fatigued, I gallop. It's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 instead of 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's when I know I'm fatigued. Like I'm past my point of dexterity. This is still a little doable. Had a finger lock there. It's expected. I don't think I'm gonna reach the end of this because of stamina. There it is. My stamina's gone. This is willpower. Willpower. Alright. I got it. Whoops. Quick drop down, cool down. This should be relaxing, hopefully. Oh, that was a finger lock. A few finger locks there, 2 or 3-ish. 2 more to go. No need to rest when we're cooling down. That was a finger lock. Oh, I slowed down. That was not a finger lock. I saw the end of the stream and I started slowing down a little. Just slightly. Yeah, that was reasonable. 3 days in a row. Whoops. Not too bad. Cooldown has been becoming more efficient. So pretty decent. Alright. Everything's intact. We're good. Until next day. Cooldown just should feel really good because, you know, when you're cooling down, you hope it's something that you are able to do. For consistency. Yeah, I mean, earlier today, it was like it was horrendous. An hour ago, like this was the best I could do when we first started. This was the warm-up. It was a struggle and a half. It's amazing the difference between being warmed up and not. But anyways. Alright. That wraps up. We ended where we started.